Oh, forget about it, kids. It's the Lingus show back once again. Not having famous people push our show to the top. You guys just make it number one because you guys know where to come for the real shit.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like, oh, I have a porno chick talking about me. I'm going to promote it. I'm going to push it. Faust, and I looked at some of the work, Faust.
Oh, I didn't get a chance yet. Is she a good hand?
She can use thank you, Faust.
You good worker?
It's a good hand she has.
How's her selling?
Yeah, she sells very well too, especially online. That's what I'll tell you. Patreon.com/Lingus Mafia is where you want to go to be able to see the videos of this stuff. You could hear no commercials. You can get these all on time, all the time. For the people who are on Patreon, I don't know if they know about Prize Picks, Faust, because all those things are cut out. So if you want to support the show and get the Prize Picks app, type in the code CCN and you get $50 if you play $5 automatically, even if you win or lose. So support the show. If you want to gamble, jump in on it. We can even do this in California. So
that's why we like it.
Yes, exactly. We do prop commercial later, but we want to let you know that's what we're doing. And if you want to support our sponsors, because you are on Patreon and you are part of the family. This is your WWE rundown, Faust. And this show we do right now is called Smackdown.
Mm-hmm.
And they started off, and I said, look at it. It felt like something for me.
It was different, yeah.
Because it was Andrade versus LA Knight for USA title, Faust. A USA title.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like it had meaning and it mattered in this match. I say that.
You know what's funny is you said, "Oh, the show starts and it's I was interested." I'm like, "Oh, I thought you were talking about when the Tongans come in and they're going through security, and the Tongans go through all properly. Okay, they get patted down, but then when it's Jacob's turn, he's like, "Fuck this!" Beats up everybody. It says something like, "Who else wants to pat me down?" or something like that. I'm like, "Whoa, look, he spoke," because there's no solo on the show.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Yeah, maybe he's like Roman now. He doesn't have to show up. So I was like, even though I'm expecting this match to be ruined by Mello, fully.
That's what I wrote too. And when Andrade comes out, they're like, "Oh, he's the current WWE Speed Champion." I go, "Where's the Speed Belt? We've never seen it on, it really is exclusive to
Truly
X.
is. They take that fucker away when they walk back, I guess, and don't bother with it. But this won't be the first time I am wrong. When we get to Raw, Faust.
Mm-hmm.
Great match with meaning. Near falls. Crowd boos Andrade, but there are near falls for Andrade, and the crowd starts chanting, "Ref, you suck. Make up your mind." I'm like, well, which fucking is it here? Mm-hmm. So that's where I was like, okay, well, because everybody loving LA Knight, that's the thing. So yeah, they're into him. So how that fucking gonna go. Mm-hmm. Andrade goes for a drop kick and misses, and then gets BFD'd once he gets back up, and no Mello.
Yeah,
no Mello, and it's a good match.
My notes, I'm like, okay, match starts. Andrade wants to handshake. Knight's like, doesn't really want to. Fine, just a quick one. I go, okay, so Mello's gonna interfere, right?
Yes.
Well,
and Knight asks for a fucking pound, and Andrade's like, "Fuck you! I'm shaking your hand," and he grabs his fucking hand and he shakes the fucking fist. I'm like,
it's awkward, and LA Knight kind of looked pissed.
It did, right? Something was fucking wrong.
Like, I wonder if LA Knight was mad because, like, he fucked up his, when he runs to the top to do the suplex. And
he fucks that up more than he hits it, I think.
Like, he fucked up, and then he tried to do it again, and then, like, I think Andrade might have called an audible, and they did something else. I don't know.
He's like, I don't understand what you're saying. I said, Tiffany and Naomi in the back talk. And Tiffany's tits look great. They look like they hurt, though.
All hard.
They look very hard and wedged fucking in plastic down. Nia says, if you lose tonight, maybe you should leave SmackDown to Tiffany.
I noticed Tiffany has MJF hands.
Hey, just fucking
just tanner all over her fucking hands.
I have to take a fucking look. And that's the one thing the Duchess constantly goes, these fucking people who don't know how to put their tanner on. She's always yelling, and I go, look at Braun's back, not a Not a piece of fucking tanner. The whole front is orange. You can't reach. You got no friends.
So yeah, Tiffany's excited about sending Bailey or Naomi off SmackDown, and then Nia says, "Well, if you get pinned, maybe you may want to leave SmackDown." So
Yeah, maybe
teasing some tension. So Tiffany goes from being all happy to.
Yeah, it's the I wonder. So we get those. We always get the dissension in the ranks where you figure one of these days, something's gonna fucking click, right? Andrade in the back, and Melo sees him in the back and saying, I haven't seen a choke like that since the Lakers and the Kings.
Because they're in Sacramento. Right before this, they showed Sacramento. We see the traffic on a Friday in the afternoon, late afternoon.
Whoa, it's a rush hour here in California. And he says, you're washed.
He says, put the fries in the bag, bro. You washed.
I'm like, where does that come from? Find the fries in the bag. I'm like, all right. Andrade attacks. Faust, anytime they've gotten into shit, it looks real as fuck. It looks like he's pissed. They are fucking hate each other, and this continues on. So
it's funny because then the camera gets too close, and Andrade like whips his hair back, and he gets all that grease all over the camera.
Grease.
I really enjoyed they ran the Saturday Night's Main Event promo, and they use Obsession. And I'm like, ooh, and it's like all the old clips. Yeah.
They go original shit, which people don't know. And unless they're on patreon.com/Mafia, where we did every Saturday event in a row.
It's taken off Peacock in the network, right? They have the other song. They don't have Obsession, right?
It's a Phil Collins.
Oh.
It's Phil Collins.
Oh.
Totally is. So I was like, oh shit. It's Phil Collins.
So I'm hoping with the Saturday Night's Main Event, they do embrace the old school.
I'm begging on that.
It doesn't have to be copied like an old school Raw. I just want elements of the old school.
Did you hear my Cavalier thoughts where I went through? This is what I would do, and it was a lot of old school Raw.
The curtain.
I want the curtain. I want the fake phone on.
I want Vince and Jesse. Well,
I said, how about that? I go, listen to your balls. Call Vince back. Oh my god!
Hey Jesse.
Like, fuck you.
What have you been up to, McMahon?
How many whores have you been paying? Did you just come from the locker room, literally? All right, Cody and Roman face to face on the football field. I write goofy premise, but I'm actually looking forward to it depending on what is said. It could be done well. Cody rubbing in, carrying a belt into the fucking place. Roman says,
yeah, well, hold on. So first of all, we see Roman arrive in a parade of black Escalades.
Seven.
Which we later find out there's 7. I go, who was in the other ones? Is that Heyman in one? Because apparently he helped direct it. Jeremy Borash, I guess, is the one who filmed it.
Okay.
And then you see Cody. He just shows up in a Mustang.
Is it a Mustang he was driving? I don't know what the fuck he was driving.
Yeah, it's not a 5.0 on the side.
Oh, I got you. So his hair can blow. I got you.
So Roman's saying, look around. Everything you see is mine. I shed blood on this field. This is my stadium. That means this is my city. What have you done for my city?
If I was reading my notes, like word for word. Cody's
like 7 cars. Subtle.
Yes, that's good. You can do a Jim Carrey. Subtle. Cody brings up what his family's done for that city. Down the block is the fucking Omni or whatever the fuck
There's Techwood over there is center stage. What we used to call the Omni is now State Farm Arena, which isn't the same arena, by the way. They knocked down the Omni years ago.
Roman says, you're in a lose-lose situation. They took away Jimmy from me. They took away Wiseman. They took away my firecracker necklace. I got nothing to lose. Cody says, I told you this would happen. Your chief with no tribe. Look around. There's a tribal chief. It ain't you. There's a champion. It ain't you. If you can't win this match, you're not that box office that you used to be. You're nothing anymore. Roman says, what do you want? He says, I want your word that you have my back. He gives his word. But when he is done with this, he's coming for what's his. Cody says, it's not yours. Cody then blocks him from leaving. He says, you're in my way, in my life. I
am the storm.
I was just gonna say
the storm.
fucking in the Hall of Fame. Ooh, ooh.
You know, Titus O'Neil is on that track.
Really?
In this beginning, he does like a spoken word fucking thing.
It's fucking fantastic. So